I'm going to jump into the test world real quick. I'll show you what I've been working on off stream, because I feel like this is a little bit important. The continuation, so this is going to be the stables area. The continuation of me building it from the inside out has started. So in this place here, I would like to put a column staircase or some form of staircase to get up to the upper layer, because there will be an upper layer that sits above this on this level here. We've got the different stables that I'm still not 100% whether I like these or whether they're aligned. I might have to move bits and bobs to make it all kind of line up. But this is about as good as I can get. I'm thinking what I want to do, I want to get rid of these stables here and create like kind of a courtyard area that will be under a roof, right? Under a ceiling. I'll be looking here while I work on KSP to SSTO. That will be something that we'll play on New Year's Eve, probably, I think, Kerbal 2. So yeah, this sort of area here, I would like to maybe get rid of these two and then open this up into a courtyard where the horses can kind of like range, free range kind of thing. So we will be losing a handful of the stables, 2 more stables, because I've lost one here as well. I got rid of this, it didn't quite fit in right. So yeah, a few changes to this, but it's coming along. Like I'm doing little chip work at it, right? So I'm doing little bits at a time, and I'm trying to see. I think the next task is to try and make a roof, the roof consistent here, and join up these bits, probably get rid of this and join up those bits, and then work on the exterior of this part, because that's probably going to be the hardest bit to get right, is this exterior, because this part of the exterior is sticking out of the ground. This bit is underground, right? So you won't have to see this. So that's underneath the mountain. So that's probably the next part, and then we can start working on the staircase and the second part of the build. But I'm kind of tempted to put these, like the interior, into the creative world first, as it is, and like build on it gradually so that we know whereabouts things are going to be. So that's kind of my idea, I think, and I think that's probably for the best. So like in terms of creativity, like it's coming along. It's not great, but I'm feeling a little bit of enthusiasm, a little bit more for it now than what I was when I first started. So that's the stables, they're coming along. But what I would like to work on today, and maybe we can start placing blocks for this, is the bee farm, which is, I haven't changed this over here, but this is kind of what we're going to work on. I might start building some of these modules. The problem that we've got is we need a lot of redstone. Now, I have been off stream working on getting said redstone kind of grouped up, and a lot of the, why am I on a roof? I don't know. Oh, something else I did off stream, I finished the tree over here. Hey Discount, how are you doing? So I finished this tree now. I'm not sure, I think I might just leave the bushes so they're all oak leaves. I don't think every single tree needs texture. Like that one over there, you can very clearly see the jungle, the azalea leaves and the jungle leaves stand out from the oak leaves, right? Whereas this, I don't think it needs to be, because it is just there. I'm not overly keen on the trunk of this though. I've just had a look at it and it doesn't look great, but I think it looks a little bit too chunky. Maybe that one needs to go? No, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, we've finished this one. I hope everything is going well. Mostly lurking from the kitchen at the moment. Nice. Are you sorting out food for Sunday? Monday. It's Monday, right? Sunday is tomorrow, and I'm working tomorrow. That's Christmas Eve. So yeah, so we've got the... Oh, Discount, I have a question. Who Like, I've built a statue here. Does this remind you of anyone? That's my question. Does this statue remind you of anyone? I've built a little bit of a statue. I'm not sure whether I like it. I might change out the black stone, but I like the head, the hair. Does it remind you of anyone? I want to see if you see it the way that I'm imagining it. Mostly just today, to be honest, but might sneak in some Xmas prep. Got you. Yeah. We've changed our plan. Normally, I'm the one that cooks for the family. The purple hair may be a plum. It is supposed to be plum. Okay, so that's good. Yeah, the purple hair, it's the buns, right? It's difficult to build shrines to characters in Minecraft. It's supposed to be plum, yeah. I don't know if I like the black stone yet, so I might swap that out. So yeah, it's supposed to be plum, so I'm glad that at least someone has got that message that I'm trying to do. I'm going to get rid of those planks, and then I can save another hopper. So yeah, at some point we need to finish Plum's shrine here. I'm a little bit worried that the beacon power will obscure from this angle over here, will obscure Plum a little bit. So we might move Plum, we might make her not a diagonal, and we might put her over here maybe, I don't know. But from the look of the archway is going to be diagonal anyway, because that's where the beacons are. So I don't know. I need to have a play around with it, but yeah, that was what I was putting here, was like a shrine to Plum, this kind of area. That's where my beacon's going to be. And then we'll probably fill it with like little things like this, like little carts and all sorts of other little bits and bobs just knocking around. So that will be around this sort of area. Definitely horse carts, because this is where the barn, you know that barn that I was showing a minute ago? That's where this is going to be, right? So a lot of the interior will be hidden inside this mound here. I might even bring this area down a little bit, so I might like make this a little bit more of a hill, and we have the barn on this layer here, maybe? I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. I realize what I've done though. I will need to move all of the I will need to move all the horses. So yeah, at some point we will start work on putting the barn in place. I do have to be careful not to get the tree there in the way, but I'm confident I can do it. So yeah, we'll start building the barn soon. Today though, I want to start work, like proper work, on the bee farm. Or the honey farm. It's the honey and the honeycomb farm, right? So, I've been collecting materials down here. We've got enough for like some parts of the redstone, but not all of it. I think we need more space. That's my instinct, but that's fine. Like, we can deal with that as we go. Something else I've done quite a lot off stream actually. I've been playing this quite a bit, but I have changed this path here. So, I mean, it still goes past the creeper farm there. I might open that up with like tinted glass. That could be quite fun to walk past. But I've opened all of this up. So it now finally links back to the main underground area, right? So I'm quite pleased that I did that, because it's been bugging me for a while. I also started cleaning up the chests, look! I started cleaning them up! My chest monster that I created, we've started cleaning them up, and that was because I needed a crap ton of stone for some of my redstone stuff, and like the dispensers, and so because of that, I've cleaned up here, finally. Although I did just, like, take them all down and put them in that chest there, right? So this is all the junk. But, you know, sweeping it under the rug. But look, I organized a lot more of my stone. So my stone is now in there. I've got things in shulker boxes as well. And it's just a lot more neater kind of going around. I've still got random stuff here, there, and everywhere. But yeah, it is just in general a lot more neater. Which is good because I needed the space and stuff. As a consequence of that, I have completely cleaned up the shulker boxes that were here. I do need to sort out this barrel at some point. But yeah, I mean, I'm slowly starting to clean up a little bit more. And that's because I mean, honestly, I really need a proper central storage system that's big enough to be able to hold like all of my items and things. Something I've started to notice is the bees have started to escape, so that one probably will never come back to the hive now. It's annoying. I really hate the bees, the AI in the bees, because they just bugger off. I mean, there's all these flowers I put down for them, and they're like, no, I'm not gonna go to the nearest flower. I'm gonna go all the way over there and never be able to find my thing back. Okay. Like, they are the most annoying, frustrating creatures. They're such a shit show. But what I want to do today, or at least part of today, I want to bring down some bees. We've already got one of them set up here. I want to bring down some of the bees, and I'm going to set up a little area back here in this section, and we're just going to be breeding bees, right? I'm going to breed up bees, and then put at like 3 in every beehive, right? So I'm going to need quite a lot of storage space, because I've got like a stack of beehives there. I want 3 bees in every single one of those stacks, and then we can start building this. Because I think that's the only way, is to put the beehives in last. So, yeah. In fact, actually, I kind of want to start building this today. So, instead of... Because I was going to just, like, collect resources and stuff. But I want to at least start building this today, so we know where each of the modules and stuff are. So, if that is the case... Let's get my list of modules! Scrap paper on a piece of thing up. And we'll start having a look. I need to get rid of my pencil case because that's in the way. Oh, I'm running out of desk space again. I need to clean up my whole area, not just Minecraft. I need to clean up my freaking everything around it. Who? Get out of it. So let's figure out how we're going to do that. Now, I want to use yellow and brown concrete for the redstone blocks. And then I think I've got like deep slate slabs somewhere in here. Yeah, I've got polished deep slate slabs for the slabby bits. So I think the best way to do this... Well, we need to count exactly where the modules start and stop, right? So if we say take this corner here, then we've got space around this area maybe, and we'll say that this is going to be the start point of the module. And I'm just going to go and take a screenshot of the module so I can build it. And then we need to figure out the best way to build it. And I think if we just build one module and then I can mark out exactly where each of the modules are going to be next to each other, that should be great. So realistically, that is the start point of the module, like this glass block there. Now, that doesn't have to be a glass block, but it is a glass block. Does it have to be? It does, because that glass block is going to be on top of this, right? So then you have this here, and you need it. It needs to be a glass block, right? Because... So in terms of the glass blocks, I will also do those in color, right? So these blocks here, they will either be yellow or brown, and the alternating glass block here is going to be yellow or brown, right? So if we've got yellow here, this is brown. If we've got brown here, this is yellow. So this is the module, and then the next module will have the opposite colors, and I think that will look pretty cool. It does mean that this next module will have to have like a line of yellow, then a gap in the, like a line of yellow here, and then this glass block, these glass blocks will have to start being brown so that it swaps over, but that should be all right. So realistically, we want to start here. So this is the first block. Let's take a screenshot, shall we? So I can rebuild this. I think that should do it, because I should be able to work out from there what is going on. Oh boy, I think I broke it. I broke Minecraft. Oh no, I didn't. I'm good. I'm back. So if that's the case, let's get our yellow and brown glass sorted. Let me just bring up that photo. Oh, it's all the way on my other monitor. Weird. Oh, why would you do that? Right, cool. I've got a screenshot up on one of my other monitors so I can see it. No, I don't think I'll need it, but it's always worth doing it. Right, let's get a stack of yellow and a stack of brown. And then I also need the glass as well. And I'm probably going to use the smooth stone here as a replacement for the beehives, and we'll put the beehives in last. So yellow concrete powder, we don't need that much. So let's take that off. That should only give me half, right? Perfect. Oh, because I'm an idiot. That needs to be brown dye first, Dumbo. There we go. So we've got the brown, and we've got the brown concrete powder and the yellow concrete powder. Do you know what I need to build at some point? I need a concrete machine. But for now we'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way. Why don't I have a bucket of water in here? That seems silly. Maybe in here? No. Yeah, I don't actually have a bucket of water. I will get my redstone box out though, because I will need that. So yeah, I should have enough. We've got compressed ice in there. Do you know what I used to have? Instead of buckets of water, I used to have ice I used to carry around. So maybe I should start doing that again. Like just a stack of ice and then break it with my fists. But I don't really have a way of collecting ice. Okay, the button to activate these stairs at some point needs changing. I need to move that around. Because it's now I'm using this area a little bit more. I've noticed that it's annoying to get out of the area. I'd rather just walk and get out. I might put down like a pressure plate or something somewhere and it activates it. Activates the signal. That's probably the best way to do it, right? Like walk over the pressure plate and then it will activate the signal on the way out. Of course that means that on the way in you're going to be reactivating it, but... Wait, no, this I want to go here. There we go, we got 2 buckets of water, fantastic. Oh my god. Thank you, Jesus. Yeah, so probably here would be a good spot. And that would be very easy to hook up to the redstone line that's underneath there as well. So maybe just like a pressure plate here. Okay. Want sticks. Don't know why I want sticks, but I want sticks. Random spruce buttons. Not quite sure why I've got those either. Let's put the dye away. Damn it, it's so loud, the music sometimes. It just peaks. Doesn't seem to have like a good balance. Okay, so I've got those. Let's... There we go, this should be quite quick. Hopefully. And then we also need to make the glass as well, right? So... Sorry, I've got like a bit of dry skin on the edge of my nose. I'm not picking my nose. So, why have I not got all of the concrete back? Hello? Did it get swept into there by mistake? Must have. Interesting. Got it all back now, though. Let's do the brown concrete next. I know how we can do this better. Let's fill up my inventory full of crap. Okay, I need to figure out a better way of doing this. Hello, sorry for bothering you. I want to offer promotion for your channel. You're not sorry for bothering me. Otherwise, if you were sorry for bothering me, you would never post that obnoxiously long... You wouldn't post the obnoxiously long, annoying promotion in my chat for the first time. So you're not bothered, and I'm not bothered about doing this. You're not bothered, I'm not bothered. That's fine. just realized my flaw. Oh my goodness. No, why would I do this to myself? I'm an idiot. I should have... Well, actually, no, wait. No. What am I doing? There we go. We've got 2 lots of brown concrete. And then we need to go and get the glass. Whoopsie. I'm going to need a lot more concrete than this as well, because... Well, we just... Well. Why? I'm sure there's a way to, like, select all of something, but for whatever reason it wasn't working. Or my crouch is working. I don't know. I'm missing a brown concrete. Why? There it is. Oh, it was, it's concrete powder as well. That's just obnoxious. There we go. Sorted. I probably should have left that there, actually, because we'll probably have to do that again. But for the time being, it's fine. Alright, I'll put those 2 water buckets in, but, we'll probably remove those. Okay, so we've got our concrete. Let's start by also marking out what else we need. We need some comparators. We need some dispensers. I've spent a long time getting those dispensers, by the way. You should be pleased that I didn't do that on stream, because it was tedious as heck. I'm going to take all of the redstone dust. I'm a little bit scared that I don't have enough redstone dust, actually, because just in general, they're bad. I do have enough for some hopper minecarts, which I'm going to craft like 1 at a time when I need it. So, oh, I don't have any rails down here? Oh no, I do. I don't have any normal rails. I got powered rails, but no normal rails. Okay, so that's something we'll need. I'm gonna struggle with the iron, just in general. What else do we need? I think that's about it. Probably some hoppers. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to build 1 module, and we're then gonna build it all the way up to the top, and we'll see what space we have available, right? So basically we're doing 3 lots of 1 module. So I think, for all intents purposes, we should say that this is the beginning corner piece. Let's go and get the glass as well, because glass will be important. Don't die. Do you know what? Maybe hold my totem in my hand. Let's get... So we'll get 2 stacks of the different colors. Do I have any yellow here? I probably do, actually, don't I? Got some yellow dye there, so I'll use that just so that we are cleaning out these inventory slots too. Do I have 2 slots full of red dye? I do. That's annoying. I don't have any brown dye here, so... Oh, I missed the frickin' doorway. Let's make some yellow stained glass. So brown stained glass. I will... Oh, actually, you know what? We've got more. I may as well do it this way. Do we have any more yellow dye? Or was that all I brought? Okay, so that's all I brought with the yellow dye. So we'll do it with the brown stained glass first. So we'll do all of those. And again, I am going to halve that many and we'll make that much glass. Easy, right? Then we can just swap out the yellow dye. Then I've got the exact opposite. Now, I need more glass than I need concrete, so this way makes sense to me. Yeah. Okay, I think I've got everything. I don't have my lecterns, so we'll get the lectern. I was going to make all the books and quills, and then I decided actually it would save inventory slots just to do that. We need powered rails. We need normal rails, which I don't have. I don't have any azalea leaves with me either, but I think if I look in here, I also don't have any azalea leaves. Okay, so let's go and get some more azalea stuff then. And then while we're there... See, this is why I need like a pressure plate to walk over. I might do that today just because it's... The thing is with the pressure plate, there'll be times when I miss the pressure plate and I have to go back. At the moment, it's every time I'm missing that button and I have to go back. So that a pressure plate will be an improvement. Let's have a look. I'm going to get some more redstone here. We've got lots of comparators already, so we can leave that. I'll take the beehives as well. I'll take the torches. But the main thing I wanted was some rails, which I don't have. Oh, I don't have that much iron. This is the hardest problem I've got is iron, I think, at the moment. But I don't think I need that much, really, to make a lot of rails. So we'll do this. There we go. We've got a stack there. That should be enough. It probably need some more powered rails, so I'm going to take some gold. Turn that into that. There we go. Got a little bit more powered rails as well, just for this module. I don't per module. I need 1 lectern, 6 comparators, 4 beehives, 4 slabs, 13 blocks, 4 dispensers, 4 minecart hopper minecarts, as 4 azalea leaves. That was why we originally came up here. So let's go and get the azalea leaves, foliage. That box there. And in place of the beehives, for the time being, I'm just going to put some like smooth stone down kind of thing, so we can see where the beehives need to go. And I decided I wanted to make this module now, and then, you know, we can play around with it later. So we'll do that for the whatchamacallit. We'll do this. It's not all filled with azalea stuff, but, you know, I've got quite a lot of flowering azalea there, so we can do that. Okay, cool. Let's have a look. So I'm going to, any blocks that I don't think I need or I will need, I'm going to put here. Do I want to have like a full hopper run under there? Yeah, probably. So how wide is this thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it really only 5 wide? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's only 5 wide. Okay, so we'll start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to pop that there, and then we can just, for the time being, have that like that, right? Like, for the time being. In fact, it's not going to reach here. I do need a hopper minecart here, though. this spot is going to be the azalea. This one can be the brown line. So I will do brown, which means the glass, wherever there is glass, needs to be yellow glass. So goes here. The beehive is going to be there. I don't know if this yellow and brown is going to work yet. That's because I've not actually tried it. It might. It's already. I'm already having like buyer's remorse right now. Why have I already like gone with this? Why didn't I test this out first to make sure it worked? I'm gonna put in the redstone first. I think I might change this beacon now to jumping. Let's go and do that. Do I have any thing that I can... Yeah, I've got like one iron ingot I can spare. Oh, bollocks, I did it again. So we want jump boost, jump boost. There we go, perfect. My haste should drop, maybe? Should while I'm in the pit, I think. I'm probably getting haste from the other beacon. I need my slab, so let's go and get the slab. Where are the slabs? They're down here. Let's put some of the brown stained glass away. I need a dispenser. Well, let's do that first. Nope. Cool. So that's that little module. So this is the beekeeper's module here. Pretty sure there's going to be glass there. And I guess to place the beehives, we just break this, wait for nighttime and get rid of that, and then place it against the comparator that's behind. I think that's the best way to do it, because I've got to do it in this. So for instance, like that kind of thing, and you should be able to do that well. But for the time being, just so that I know where little bits and bobs are, we'll put that in. The next thing we need is that there. Where exactly? And we need those powered, so that has to be like so. Cool. So we now do that. Not here, but here. That's going to be the next beehive. Is that also done with glass? Yeah, I've used a lot of glass. I think it's just so that you can see everything, right? Like, I like to be able to see things. I need a hopper minecart. Like I said, I'm gonna make these as I go. We're gonna put the beehives away just because I'm not gonna need them right off the bat. And yeah, we'll make a hopper minecart. Which, I guess I make the minecart first and then I turn it into a hopper minecart. Dumbo. I was like, how am I making that? It's not my thingy. So silly. Get rid of that. Pop that down. Now I think I liked the glass divide here, so that there was always a glass divide. So the only way that you could actually access these droppers was from like up above, I think. That needs to be on that mode. This needs to come out. We're gonna have another comparator here and a comparator there. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. It is a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, it is a little bit tedious building this, but I mean, yeah. I guess that was expected, to be honest. Need another hopper minecart. Constantly struggling with inventory space. There we go. And then we can do that again. Perfect. And I think, as before, just had a constant line of that, just so that it ties up together and it looks better. I don't remember whether I put that in there, that in there, that in there, that in there. Nice. And we're going to do this. We'll also do that. And I'm going to leave this gap here so that we can... Okay. So that is the first half of this module. This will obviously then come out in this direction here. Oh, need that. They both need to be on comparator mode. That needs to go in that direction. That there. And then this is here. And here, both on comparator mode, subtract mode rather. Not comparator mode, subtract mode. Well, like, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Do I have a lectern? I do, and I've got a book. Which we have on page... Oh, take book. I need to write in the book. Oh, bollocks. Because it's got to be like exactly page... I'm gonna sign this And then hopefully we can replicate this. We can turn this into the... No longer be editable. That's cool. There we go. Buck of numbers. Sign and close. Perfect. And then this is going to go there. Done. So I'm wondering if we can take the book and... Yeah, I don't know. But that should now have a signal subtraction of 2, I think. Is it 2 or is it 3 that I want? I think it's 3 that I need to leave that page on. Let's go into test world. I think it's 3. It is. Page 3. Because otherwise the dispensers get fired too soon. And like I said, I'm going to go and build this all the way up. We're not going to continue it out into the wall there because I don't have all the materials for it, but we'll continue it all the way up to the top. And then we'll be able to see what the alternating colors are. So it is page 3 on that. Have to leave it on page 3. I should remember that. Let's put in the temporary beehives on this side. Then we need... Oh, right, yeah. We need... I'll pop that down temporarily. We'll put in the... Wait, that's not right. Let's pop this in. And this is the far corner, I guess. So the azalea leaves need to be... So we'll do that first so that we can put in the hopper minecarts into there. And then the azalea leaves, they go in next to the hopper minecart. So actually these need to go in there and there, and I'm gonna do that one first. So let's get the hopper minecarts, which minecart times by 2. And this is now more or less one complete module, right? I do want those rails back. I don't want to leave them. Did I leave that rail back? I can't see a rail there. But it looks like it's on a rail. So weird. Yeah, it wasn't on a rail, but it looked like it was, so I needed to check to see, because that would have bothered me. So it just didn't look like it had fallen down, you know what I mean? There we go. So that's now in the correct place. I will take that. We need some dispensers there and there, and then we need the... I think it's easier to do it in rows, right? So do the back end of the redstone first. Get everything else in place, and then... the bits and the bobs. And these need to be on this side here. That's where the torches go. Cool. Perfect. So everything up to this slide here, these azalea leaves are gonna be yellow glass. Then after that it'll be brown, right? So it'll switch after this azalea. So that one, that one, that one. So these actually are brown glass. I just said that. I just said that. That's actually brown glass. That's where it'll switch. What am I doing? That's the one I don't want, and that's the one I don't want, and that's the one I don't want. Okay, cool. So that's where it switches over to the colored glass, right? And I'll keep that in for the time being, but that's just so we know where the next... Because actually these glasses, no, these glasses won't be glasses, right? Like that is actually wrong. That's not glass at all. That is this here. It's another beehive. So I'll keep those in just so that we know that that's where the next beehive goes. And I should, if we put in, okay, for the time being, I am going to just do that. And in areas in here, this is where we're going to have scaffolding kind of up so we can access things here, there, and everywhere. Probably along this line I'll have scaffolding. I'll have scaffolding around this side kind of thing. And I want to be able to walk around this without any problem. So do need to bear that in mind. I might have to rip out a little bit more of the floor once it's in. So there we go. So that's one module done without the beehives in, obviously. Like we don't need the beehives. But yeah, that's one module done. Nice and easy. Let's build the next module on top of this. Because I want to see how high it goes. I want to see if we've got enough space. Because I don't think we've got enough space. I don't think I've calculated the space out. I do have one. So that's 5. Does this replicate over here? It does. So it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this slice is the exact same as this. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, because that's an air gap there. This is an air gap. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're actually going in 5 this direction. I thought I was going in 6. So I might need to push out in this direction, like another 4 blocks. I don't know. We'll see. I can always expand, I guess. I mean, 5? Oh my goodness, I just looked outside and it is beautiful. So let's build the bits on top of this. So let's see if I can figure out what I'm doing. No, I need the brown glass now, right? So Let me see if I can understand this. Okay, yeah, I got it. Okay, cool. Right, this is going to be weird, but bear with me. Okay, that one can go there. I need to be careful of that because that's going to be irritating. Then we want... I don't have any hoppers left. That's okay. We can get some more. Ah! Yeah, hoppers, I think, are going to be like the hardest thing from now on because I don't have enough for the hoppers. And this next to it should be glass blocks down here, right? So I think I was always going to have glass there. That was just so that it wouldn't lock these hoppers here, because I think if I put something in there, no, that's fine. I just didn't want to. I wanted to make sure that these hoppers were always locked. So yeah, I am actually going to have that like that, and this glass block, that would probably go. Yeah. So this one would probably go. And that one. Cool. Yeah, because I want to leave that blank. Cool. That one can stay. Okay, let's figure out where the... Oh, no. Okay, so I've got to be careful with jumping around here because I'm just going to keep falling off. Let's figure out where the hopper minecarts are first. Here and here. So that's where the hopper minecarts are. We will... That needs to be azalea. And in between the azalea, I think we've got... Everywhere up until there is glass. What did I do on this? Yeah, in between the azalea does need to be glass as well. Just so we can see through and see it. And it looks a little bit more consistent. I think, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to go over the top with the glass, like... So maybe we don't have the azalea in between. We only have it where we absolutely need it. But I definitely need it next to these hoppers down here, so... So, like... Really? We don't need it there and we don't need it here. Right? You do need it there. Yeah, don't need it in those two places. And I don't think I need it here either. So we'll get rid of that. I'm kind of trimming down as much on the glass as I can so I don't have to use it. And actually, I think that looks nicer because you've got like this weird check pattern going on with the glass. So we decided not in between here. Yeah, because then that creates that check pattern, right? Yeah. Perfect. Okay, cool. I'm now trying to play this a little bit smarter just so I'm not using like all of my materials and stuff. So we don't need the glass here. But we do want it here and here. want that, there, and there. Let's get the hopper minecarts in so then I can get rid of the rails. Oh, come on. Okay, we need some yellow concrete. That one doesn't need to be there. And that's going to be the next line of the redstone bit. Make this entire thing so it's done. So my theory, I think, is accurate. I think I need to go down a little bit lower. I think it's easier to build the redstone component bits first, maybe. Oops. Where's my dispenser? I don't know whether I can get this one. Oh, you gotta be joking me. Okay, come on. Up you get. Up you get. Bit annoying to build, honestly. Like, building it in this way is just frustrating. No, that's not what I want. Thank you. Do you need that there? No, I don't need that there, and that needs to be here. Yeah, this is taking a little bit longer than I thought it would, to be honest. Which is annoying, but yeah, it's just a bit of a tedious project. Okay, so something I do know for a fact is that on the above ground you can't hear the bees here, but what I want to know is whether or not you can hear the dispensers. I definitely want to bring this tunnel lower down, because then I can play around with the ceiling a little bit more, make it a little bit more interesting. So then I've got space for that. So that's what I know. I also know I need to get the reloading system working, I guess. Now, this one here probably won't have the bottles, but I'm going to put that there for the time being, just so that it's... Yeah, this one's going to be the top one. These two dispensers will probably just have shears, right? And I don't think I will refill it with minecart chests. I think I'm going to refill it with just manually kind of thing, and I can sort that out. So my question is whether or not you can copy these books, make multiple of them. So I will have to look that up because I don't know whether you can or not. Because it would be so much easier if I could have if I could just duplicate the books. Okay, let's put in the rest, I guess. But there we go. We've kind of got 1.5 modules done now, which is not bad. It's going to be a very tedious build, this is. I can feel it. It's just, I'm just going to have to be patient, I guess. Something historically I'm not overly great at doing. But it is making me understand that I need to dig out a little bit more of the hole. Which is good to know. And now I'm thinking that I want to get this at least semi-operational. Yeah, I want to get it semi-operational, so we're gonna start doing that, I think. And for the time being, it'll be a matter of the exit chest is going to be manual. I'll put some chests in these places here, and we'll just restock these manually, kind of thing. And I think that's the best way to do it. And then it's semi-operational, and we can work on it bit by bit instead of having, and we can still collect the produce of it whilst we're working on it instead of collecting it all at the end, kind of thing. I think that's the better way of doing it, because that was the way that I decided to do the... That was the way I decided to do the... I can speak. I can't speak. I'm actually thinking that maybe this module here, those two and those two, are the ones that we use for the shears. So this bit wouldn't actually have these train tracks going over them. That's what I'm thinking. I think it might be easier to make these modules the shears, because we can just go around and reach them from this side, kind of thing, and refill as and when needed. Right, let's keep going with it. What I am going to do, I'm going to put some of my stuff away. My ear is kind of aching. I've got way too much redstone with me as well. My ear's not doing well. I'm not quite sure why. I'm also getting hungry as well. It's I ate just before I started streaming. So I might have to go and get some snack food and some painkillers of some kind. So let's... do you know what? I'm procrastinating. That's what I'm doing. I am gonna do the glass here. Perfect. So that's not going to accidentally functionificate. Oh, every time. Like, never seems to ever go in my inventories. Very frustrating. Yeah, I'm not feeling great right now, so I am going to take a break, actually. I realize I've only been doing the Minecraft content for like an hour, and, you know, but like, my energy levels have all of a sudden dropped, so I need to go and just take a break for a little bit. I'm going to go and get something to eat, and then I'll be back, maybe. I'll come back and I'll let you know whether I'm going to continue or not, whether I'm fit enough, but yeah. Sorry about that, that's... energy levels have just tanked, and I can feel that they've tanked, so I need to go and deal with it. Okie dokie, where was I? Let's get back into... Did that not show up on... No, it is on stream. It definitely was like a black screen for a second. Whoops, broke it. Okay, let's get back into this. So, I think what I'm going to do... I think what I'm probably going to do for the entirety of this project is build it like bit by bit and connect this up. So I'm going to get these 2 levels at least done. I think it might be worth... This is definitely the height of the thing. I don't want it to be any higher than this. But I think it might be worth, after I've done this, digging out the next layer. For this section, and then we're gonna get it semi-functional. So we'll fill up the droppers, we'll fill up the hoppers. I might put a little bit of a minecart system, a minecart looping system or something, a temporary measure, just to make sure that things don't get too lost, kind of thing. Because we're gonna need a lot of like glass, right? Well, these 2 at least are going to be shears. Yeah, so yeah, I think I know what I'm doing. So I'm going to make it like a temporary, like, kind of system for this. We'll get it sorted. Right, let's get the flowering azaleas in. I think that's got to be here. No, let's get the hopper minecarts in first. Which I never crafted. Two. Yeah. And then that will be the last of those. And then we need to just make sure that the rail underneath is broken, which... Not sure how I'm going to do that without falling down. Oh, I've definitely coming down with something. I don't know. I feel like I've been sick a lot this year. It's kind of not great. Yep, didn't mean to do that. No! Okay. Also, let's get those back. I will obviously have to check all of these droppers before we turn the system on. Well, I suppose the only way to turn the system on is to put the bees in place, right? So we will get all of the hoppers filled. I think that might be the next kind of task for me. Get all the hoppers filled. There we go, perfect. Oh, but this here needs to be azalea, right? Like, Dumbo. Flowering azalea? We've got those in. Oh, it's so annoying. This dry skin on the like tip of my nose. It's so annoying. I need to just leave it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. I'm going to. So this is how I'm going to do this one. I'm gonna. Oh no, this is no good. Just gonna do that, I think, and then we'll like bridge across just for a sec, just so that I can put these drop dispensers in. Oh, it still doesn't go on correctly. Okay. Right, well, there's definitely not a glass block there. There is here. This I'm gonna temporarily put as that. Actually, well, stop it. We need a glass block there. Don't think I need one there just yet. In fact, I definitely don't need. God damn it! Yeah, I think that confirms that there is some form of allergy going on right now in my house again. Because I've all of a sudden gone very sniffly. Maybe it might be food. Maybe I've got a food allergy. That would be very disappointing if I did. Oh, I mean, I realize it's not great to hear when I'm streaming, but I can't help it. I'm sorry. Ah. Right, that needs to. You're not in the right place, sir. There we go. I think that's everything. Right, excuse me. Violent sneezes over. Violent sneezes. I'm gonna go again. Bear with me. Hey, Turing, bless you. Thank you. I'm still, like, kind of congested. I must be allergic to something that I've just been cooking with. I've got to have some form of... That's too freaking weird, right? That's too weird. Ah! Okay. So that's this part of the module done, I think. I think we're good. So I missed a little bit of glass, but that's okay. We can pop that in there. Hey, Ned. Happy holidays. I missed another glass piece there as well. We're finally doing it, chat. We're finally putting in our super clever, awesome bee farm. Right. Let's go and get the bees in. Do you have Christmas flowers? I'm allergic to those. No, I don't. I don't have anything Christmas related here. Is this the redstone machine of doom? This is the redstone machine of beeification. This is a bee farm. Apart from I haven't got the beehives in at the moment. Fuck, you bastard! God damn it! There's... no. So, a few minutes ago, Turing, just a little bit of context, I was getting very hungry, so I was like, right, I'm gonna go and spend a few minutes and just get something to eat and I'll have a snack. Whatever I've been doing has triggered this now, because before I had like no energy and now I'm like, yeah. It's a pretty sweet machine. God damn it. I have some small Christmas trees made from Connects. That's all my decoration. I don't have any decoration for Christmas. I don't celebrate it. Haven't for a very long time. It's not something I've been interested in since I was a child. Oh my goodness. Like I can hear it in my voice as well. Need like a full blowout, that's what I need. I see. Randomly I've got like 2 stacks worth of chests. Right, okay, so this is the plan. What we're gonna do, we're gonna hook this module up. We'll get the bees in for this module first. And I need to fill up the dispensers first, right? So these dispensers, these top 2 are gonna be the shears. At least for the time being. I'll probably have the entire top row as shears, or maybe this module. This module going down as shears is probably the best. Gonna play my favorite Christmas game, Factorio, where I get to pollute a planet and bomb the living shit out of insects. Nice. So, yeah, let's go and get some shears, then we'll go and get some bottles, and we'll fill this up so that it fundamentally works, at least. And then we've got a functioning farm. The perfect spirit of Christmas. And at some point today, I'm definitely going to change that button on the exit there, because now I'm using that exit a lot more. I realize how inferior it is and how annoying and frustrating it is. Do I have any glass bottles? I do. So this is my old bee farm stash. I'm going to take one of these bee nests down, because we can start grinding to get the bees that are in these bees' nests kind of bred up a little bit better. What I should have done, I should have emptied out my inventory. And take that. I should have emptied out my inventory before doing this. Random slab is random, but sure. I think these glass bottles will do. There we go. We've got 2 beehives. I've got a 3rd down in the base, and basically what we're going to do, we're going to create a little bee breeding area down there. Just curious. What are you offering? Slime? Brain coral is not a bad okay. He appeared right in front of me. He appeared right in front of me. That's hilarious. Obviously his potion of invisibility ran out. Hello! I've never seen them do that before. Right, let's empty out my inventory so I don't have as much junk in there. Okay, let's fill up the glass bottle dispensers. That. Ah. Come on. There we go. Swoop. I don't have any shears with me down here. There we go. Yeah, I don't have any shears down here, so maybe we can go and get some shears real quick. I guess I've got the iron, but I'd rather use up the shears that I've already pre-made. Oh, right, okay. Let's change this. Let's get a pressure plate. Redstone. Do I have any pressure plates? No. Probably need the torches. And I've been using red wool for that, but I don't have any with me. So let's go and open it. We'll go and get some red wool. You are not allowed to be here, sir. Do I even have any red wool? No. Do you have some of that? Do you know what? I've got plenty of white wool and I've got red dye, so let's just make the red wool that way. Gets rid of my red dye then. At least I think it's red. Oh, am I just out of range of the jump boost? Ah! These super secret hidden passageways are very annoying. I might change this entire thing up so that... Okay, so that needs to go from there. That's got the... So that must have... Let's just have a look, see what this is. So that must have been... Here, let's bring this all the way underneath. Need to go down to this layer here, right? And then this bit is going to be the torch. Don't have any dust. Don't have any dust in there, are you kidding me? Where's all my dust gone? That's stupid. Whoops. Let's do it backwards. Why is that not opening and closing things up there? So in theory, that should be turning off. Oh. What? Why is that not? Why is this not? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's because it's on timer delay, Dumbo. We don't need those. Wait a second. If I do... Okay, let's just get rid of this real quick so I can move around. So I want... that to this line to toggle off when I hit the pressure plate. Let me just put the pressure plate in. So when I hit the pressure plate, I want that to be the same as this. Come on, brain. Come on, brain. Brain. Think harder. Repeater then. We'll do this. Let's get a repeater. Brain harder, brain. And that can then do that, which can do this. No, that's not right. Needs to be that way. Cool. Did it. Wait, you have a brain? Apparently, it worked. See? It works. Did I just break it? I did trigger it again. That's okay. So I just need to be careful not to re-trigger it on the way back down, but hey, that's fine. Cool. Right, let's hide this. I'm happy with that. It's just going to be so much nicer to not have to hit a button to go up there. Just have to make sure... Oh. Yeah. It's just going to be a lot nicer not having to hit a button and worry about it. And I guess on the way back down, I've been gliding down like this anyway, so I won't be hitting the thing anyway. Okay, so that's the end of that. Hides, okay. Okay. Right, let's... Now what I really need is a whole lot of flowers to feed to the bees. I'm not using their leaves though there. We'll use some like crappy flowers they've got knocking around. I probably want to make a little chamber for this as well. So if I say like do that, then I know where the bees are, right? They're not going anywhere. Don't want those. Do you know what? Let's put some of my redstone in the redstone box and then I don't lose it. Here, we can put those back. Like the lecterns, for instance, probably worth putting in there. Okay, let's go and get some big flowers and we'll breed up a bunch of bees and make sure that they go into the right place. I also want some shears as well. See, for me, I think it'll be the bee breeding that's going to be the most annoying bit. So let's get some shears. If I've got any shears, I do. I've got like 1 pair. 2, 3 pairs, perfect. Some more glass bottles, we'll throw those in. I've got loads of comparators for some reason. I'm sure, absolutely certain we'll use that at some point, so. But I do want some flowers, and I don't really have any. I've got the rose bushes here, so maybe. I wonder if I've got some in like my junk that I've kind of got just stored in here. Let's just have a look at this real quick. No. Oh, but I did have some red wool in there. I knew I had red wool somewhere. Nope, 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 nope. I do have another bee nest though, which is nice. Yeah, I don't have any flowers there. Maybe we can kill some golem? Like a golem for some? Come here, you tit brain. The other place I'm gonna look is down in the. Oh, I didn't even get any roses that time. It's like the one time I want. The one time I want flowers from a freaking golem, I don't actually get a poppy. I called it old school rose then. I remember when there were roses in game. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. Nothing! Wow! I'm so surprised I don't have some like random ass flowers in like one of these chests. I feel like it's the sort of thing that I would do is just leave it lying around. Last chest to look in. Nothing. Wow. I'm actually kind of surprised. Okay, well, we'll get some bone meal and we'll make some more. Points at field of roses above ground. Yeah, I was checking my storage first to see if I had any flowers that I could dispose of, right? There's no point in me making more flowers if I've got flowers in storage, right? That completely destroys the whole point of having storage. I'm fully aware I've got flowers above ground. Yeah, I really don't have anything down here. Interesting. I could have sworn I had like a stack a stack of these rose bushes just knocking around somewhere. Unless I left them outside. Do the cherry saplings work? I feel like cherry saplings would be a cool thing to use for breeding bees, but I don't think it will. Yeah, nothing. Nothing. Nothing in my junk. Wow. That's genuinely crazy. Beetroot, also red dye. Also completely useless. And got a little bit of crap here. Whoops. I need to not forget about this dark log actually, because I'm gonna need quite a bit of dark log for the horses. So for whatever reason, there's like no music right now. Apparently there is music playing. It's just very quiet. You can barely hear it. Nothing in my junk. Right, let's get some. Let's get some of these. It's annoying. I didn't want to use up bone meal like this, but may as well. We'll keep that as it is for the time being. I am going to need to sleep though. I don't know why. I don't know why there's a villager here. I really don't. I have given up trying to reason with myself on the whole. I wonder if I put anything in there. I have already forgotten. Did I show you guys this? Like, I can't remember if I did that on stream or not. Created a giant toilet. Think so. Okay. I don't remember. Right, let's close this off so the bees don't run away. And close this off so the bees don't run away. Very Swiss cheese, yeah. Okay, so we've got a couple of bees. Let's just start breeding them up. I guess we plant that down so that they start wanting to go back into the thing. Let's get the rest of the bee nests down and we'll see what pops out. Oh, that one's got honey in. This could go badly. Yeah, there we go. We're getting some new bees, which is good. And basically what I'll do is I will make sure that these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nests are filled here. And the only way really to do that is just keep breeding until nighttime. And then at nighttime we'll put down a bee hive and we'll pick up the 3, like, if we get 3, but I don't think... Toilet! Could you not recreate my house in Minecraft? Yeah, I don't think I can beificate anything else. So we'll just let them do their thing. I'm gonna look at the wall while I eat so I don't accidentally kill one of them and makes them all mad. No! No! Where did I put those leads? That might not be a bad idea as well. I've got one lead. Where did the bee go? Where did the sodding bee go? Oh! Trying to get to that thing. Oh my goodness. It's frozen. I hate bees so much. How did they know that my rose bush was like, how did they know? Can they see through walls? I might need like an iron door or something. I really think that they're trying to path to the flowers through the wall. Make an air vent. Yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing in a sec. I'm gonna wait until nighttime though. Yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing. I'm planning on making an air vent. I realized my mistake once I let one of them out. It's a good idea. Just like have like an airlock. Vents are sus. So there is a little bit of an input lag. But that's just the sheer amount of torches. Would you really trust a bee that vented? But that's the point. We don't want the bees to vent. We want them to stay inside that area. So I'm going to create a little airlock, a staggered airlock. So if they get into the inner room, it's not too bad. Do I not have an iron door at all? What? No, I've got to have an iron door somewhere. Fine, I'll take a wooden door then. I may as well. May as well do the wooden door. I've got one pressure plate. I really don't like crafting pressure plates. Yep. I've changed my mind. I'm not doing it as doors. We're doing it as trapdoors. Sus is in sustainable. Works really well even in space. Oh, these bees also need to be taken. I'll wait until it's nighttime. I need a clock down here as well. That would be pretty cool. No! No! Oh no! Mistakes were made! Airlock! Mistakes were made. What am I doing with my life? They can get through trapdoors. Oh, of course they can. Oh. Oh no. Whew. I hate bees. I hate bees. Right. Let's rethink this. Well, first off, the airlock needs a light. I'm overcomplicating things, aren't I? Ugh. The brain is... Yeah. What do I need? I know what I need. I needed my axe. God damn it. Like, that took far too long to remember what I wanted. Okay, let's do this first. Right, let's get rid of those. Let's put another one in these in. You need more sanity. Well, that's true. Let's do some more breeding. Breedification, let's go. And then we want... Then we want it to be nighttime, because once it's nighttime, too bad it's sold out. Once it's nighttime, I can place down the beehives here. Like, yeah, I need to know when it's nighttime, so let's go and get a clock. Let's go and get a clock, because we need to know when it's nighttime, because all the bees will want to go in the beehive, right? But any leftover bees we can put inside a beehive instead of the bee nests kind of thing, and the beehives is what we'll use for our machine, right? Then we can basically link them up, if that makes sense. It makes sense in my head. So let's go and get a clock. Jump boost is really messing with me right now. Who sells a clock? Can I even buy a clock? Yeah, I can. I just need an emerald. Got no jump boost. There we go. An emerald has been acquired. Give me a clock. So it's looking like it's nighttime now, so all the bees should be in the beehive. Or at least will want to go in a beehive. We need to count them in, so we need every beehive needs... Nope, that's the wrong way. Needs 3 bees. But there's not actually a way, I don't think, for me to guarantee that there are 3 bees in the same beehive. I just have to count them in, I guess. Unless anyone knows a way of being able to measure that, like how many bees are in the beehive kind of thing. So these bees must be left over. Only with mods. One. I'll tell you what, let's do it that way. So then they can access it, but they can't escape, so once they're in, they're in. Two. That must be 3 that's gone in there. That must be 3, because there was 5 out here. Which makes me wonder, why is there a big bee? I'll tell you what, if I pull you to here... No, you're not going to get inside, so... Let's get rid of you. So I think this is the beehive that I want to place. So where are we going to put it? We'll put it down here. Whew. This is scary. Okay. First bee is in place. First set of 3 bees are in place. Cool. So that's all sorted. First one's in. I guess we can put this beehive down now, because I know that that's only going to get 2 bees in, because they should just go in naturally. Maybe? No? It, for whatever reason, it doesn't want to get inside the hive. Which does make me wonder if this bee is actually like, where is this bee from? Like, is it assigned to a hive already, maybe? But for whatever reason, it doesn't want to get inside there, and I know there's only 1 bee in there. I really wish there was a way for us to be able to tell how many bees are in each of the hives. So I'm not overly convinced. Wonder if I put a new one down, it'll get in there. No, it's just not interested in getting in the hive. That's really bizarre. Do not get hit by my axe bee. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that bee. It's pollinated itself because it's got a flowery butt, but yeah, don't get it. Bees are annoying. That's what I'm learning. Bees are annoying, and I don't like them. All the bees are out again. Going to release this bee as well. And then pick that up because I know there's no bees actually in there. So there's only one with the flowery bud. That's this guy that doesn't seem to have his own beehive. It's a little bit interesting. I don't know a better way of doing this. I don't know a better way of doing this. I can't think of a better way. I want 3 bees in each of the beehives, but I have to wait kind of thing. It's a little bit infuriating, actually. I'm wondering if the one with the fluffy backside is trying to get into one of the beehives on the other side of the wall, maybe? No, there's no beehives on the other side of the wall. What am I on about? But there are beehives above us. Like, they're empty beehives above us, right? It's also weird that this one doesn't have any honey. I'm a bit perplexed by this. I don't know how this works. I don't know how bees work. I don't know enough about bees. I mean, we're kind of learning here, right? What I am learning is that they're all shit. Okay. Airlock is established. So there should be 3 bees that pop out of here. Oh, you can see it's got a different state of honey right now, that hive does, because look, there's a redstone power up to here now, which means that is like 1 away from actually collecting its first drop, because they give off a power of 5 and I'm hopefully minusing 3 into both of those, right? So that one, we're getting redstone power. The comparator is active. And I imagine that's when the next bee comes out, maybe? How many more hives do I need to complete this segment? So we need 7. How many do I have? I've got 7 with me. Why do they never stack? Oh, I bet that's got a bee in it. Let me see if it did have a bee in. I bet it did. I bet it's got a bee in it. We'll find out in a sec. Oh, it must have collected. It must have collected. Let's have a look. It did. It did it. Something I should probably do is make sure that all these hoppers there and okay. I'm gonna put a chest in front of those hoppers just for the time being. They're temporary chests. They will not always be there. That should just have the one in. It does. Okay, maybe it didn't. Maybe it changes the coding of the thing once it's had a bee in, maybe? I don't know. I don't know, guys. It's really struggling with these bees. I am gonna do like some more breeding though. No, didn't want to place them. Got another one. Oh my goodness. Bees. 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 I swear to God. Are they annoying you as much as they're annoying me? Yeah, so that bee is broken. That's a broken bee. I'm not quite sure what to do with him. Nearly nighttime, so they should all be going inside the beehives in a sec. Or the bee nests. I guess a lot of them have to pollinate, and I suppose because there's quite a lot of bees, they're all bumping into each other, so... none of them are actually going to pollinate, right? Oh, some of them did. Some of them are going away. It's working. It's working. It's weird that it's all the baby bees. Do they not have... So the hives that they go into, do they not just get assigned to those hives then? Like, can they kick other bees out of those hives? I think this one's our friend bee that doesn't have a hive. But they can they kick each other out of the hives? See, that baby bee went inside one of the hives, but I know that that's one of the bees that we've bred up, so... Okay, so that's a sign that it's now nighttime, because they've stopped trying to pollinate with the flower. Oh, maybe not, actually. Maybe I shouldn't look. But these 3 baby bees here that are all pollinated. Probably, I reckon these hives down here, they're all full. Bee buzzes happily. Bees work. I need to... is my volume a little bit low on this, maybe? I'll turn it up a little bit. Wait, do I not have directional audio on? Huh. There we go, that's better. Maybe if I turn up the noise of the bees. Friendly creatures up. Is that gonna help? It is very quiet. Okay, so it is now nighttime. So let's put these in. And that's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it this way. And then watch them pop in. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's 3 in there. Good to know. Let's put another one down. One, 2, 3. There's 3 in that one. I think this is the best way to do it. 1, 2. You going in, buddy? No. 3. This one. You just need 3 to go in there now. 1, 2. Yeah, I reckon these bees are bees that have been kicked out of the hive. 3! No, that was 1. That's only 1 that's gone in there. 2. There's 1 that needs to go in there and 1 needs to go in there. There we go. That one's gone in and you need to go in. Are you the one that's broken, maybe? Yeah, I think this one might be the one that was broken before, maybe. So let's collect 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll collect those. That's got 2 in. That should now be good. They've added a new sound effect to the ender pearl. No, I didn't mean to do that. We've got one more beehive ready for the bees. So the bees are now in on the bottom. Ah! That's not what I wanted. Why did I take the other? What? Why have I got like a spare piece of glass? Where am I missing? Weird. I don't know where I'm missing like a spare piece of brown glass. Oh, maybe there? Maybe there. Let's take out the crap that we've let drop into these. Cool. Something that I wanted to add into these is the shears. Because I think for the time being I'm putting the bottles in there. Okay, let's go and breed up some more bees. What I might do, I might kill the bee that's not really doesn't know where it wants to be. What else did I want to do? Actually, yeah, let's go and get some more flowers. I'm just gonna double check before I kill this bee that it is actually 100% broken. Yeah, it's not in here, which it should. I might let it free and see where it goes. It might be trying to get, like, upstairs somewhere. I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure where it's trying to go. But you are free to go and do what you need to do. Interesting. Went down straight away without any problem. Really hope these bees haven't angered because of that. They haven't. We know we've got 2 in there. So, in a sec, we're gonna see if we can... Oh, the bees are coming out. I was just gonna go and sleep, but the bees have just all popped out. I just heard them all go pop. So let's breed up some more bees. That's about as good as I'm gonna get. If I see one go in there, we'll take that one down and we'll put that into place while we're waiting. Because we only need 6 more bees anyway. I'm pretty sure I just made 5. Or at least for the time being, we only need 6 more bees. And then come nighttime, we'll just cover all of these beehives here. Or actually, I might just pick them up. Don't even need to. Could just do that. Because they'll be able to get back into the bees. To the beehives. We're watching to see if one goes in there, but it's a little bit tough to see. Do you know what? I'm going to allow those two to escape. And then pick that up. It's not stacking, but that doesn't mean that there's a bee inside. I really hate this. Dirt that we've got here. Yeah, the bees are trying to commit. They're trying to kamikaze. Trying to kamikaze. Then I think the next steps is just focusing on trying to fill up as many of those glass bottle dispensers as possible. And it'll just be a manual farm for the time being, like refilling those. But it's just so that we've got an income of bee juice. Gotta have that bee juice, right? I do wonder whether these are the bees that haven't got a home. I'll come back in a sec. Yeah, let's go and get some more some more glass panes sorted, right? I think the best way for me to get them is villager traits. Or the easiest, most reliable. There we go. Unfortunately, I've only got one villager that will trade for glass, but... I'm sure I've got some glass bottles knocking around, though. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't have any... Oh, I do. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I'm going to take this glass as well. We may as well, right? Like, I may as well drain myself out of glass at this point. And we'll just, like, keep focus on getting the glass from the villagers rather than smelting my sand. Because the sand can be used for concrete. Aha! I've got some more I got another bee's nests in here as well, so... Also, where my rails have gone, I did wonder. Just trying to maximize my inventory space, which I, again, don't have any. Actually, no, we can utilize that. I don't know why I'm going this way. I don't know why I'm not going through the bee farm. This bit's a bit narrow to fly around. I need to widen it. It's also annoying to walk around as well, so... Well... I mean, I can see the bees, so that's good. Oh, but I forgot the slabs on the top layer. Idiot. I forgot the slabs. Oh, I forgot a huge amount. I like just didn't do the redstone correctly. For whatever reason, I just forgot to put the redstone in. There we go. Right, so that's now done. I did wonder why there was goopy stuff coming out of there. Right, something I wanted to do. Not for these two. For these two, I'm gonna take that, add that on, and we're just gonna go through and I'm just gonna add like a stack in each. Not those two. This music's far too cheerful for what I'm doing. Just got to make sure that like those slots are filled up as well. where, like, for whatever reason, the dispenser has decided to 5 from the single slot for ages. I wish there was an easier way to do this. Hey, look, nearly got half a stack in that one. There we go. They've all got at least 20 in now in the slot, so that should give us a little bit of time. Alright, let's go and have a look, see how the bees are getting on. They should be asleep now. I didn't really breed up with them that much today, actually. Maybe I should... Oh, I forgot my freaking flowers. Where are the flowers? Right, let's get the last bees in the beehive. 1. I hate beehives, they're so annoying. This is where I want to go. I want to go like 1, 2, 3. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. Putting them next to each other wasn't a good idea. So I think there's 3 in there, 3 in there now. This wasn't the best way of doing it. I could have done this better. So now I'm not sure whether I've got enough bees in there here. There is a way to test it, is like try and force it in the hive. With it being nighttime, they should want to go into the hive, but they could be like the broken bees, I guess. Oh, I hate these bees because I don't know for certain if they are in these hives, if there's 3 in each of them. And there's no way for me to test it, is there? Acceptable deviation. It's fine. It's fine. We'll leave those 2 free roaming in there. I don't think they've got a hive. Okay. Alright, let's get the last 3 in place and then we've got this bit done. I'll need to think of a better way to do that in the future. I can't do it that way next time. I've got to come up with a better way of moving these frickin' bees. No, I broke my redstone. Needs to be on subtract mode. Okay, 1 module complete, I think. There does seem to be 2 spare bees, not in the beehives, but I'm going to leave that kind of like closed off. I know where it is for the future, but that was horrible. That was legitimately like one of the hardest things I think I've done. Like, I thought working with villagers was going to be tough, but no, nothing compared with working with fucking bees. I swear to God. And that's only like 8 hives worth? This is only 2 modules. I'm gonna have 27 modules in this whole thing. I've done 2 of them. So we've got to come up with a better way of doing the, like, sorting out the bees and making sure that we've got 3 bees in each of the hives. I'm not willing to put mods on. I don't think that's a suitable answer. We need to figure out, we need to engineer a method out of this. Putting a mod on is just cheating, right? You're just solving the problem with an application. I don't want to solve the problem with an application, I want to solve the problem with my brain. What time is it? It is 6:10. So, if anyone does have any ideas, if you're watching this on like YouTube after the VOD or in the stream or anything like that, have a think about it, how I could do it. If you've got any ideas, just give me a shout. How I could make that better. But we do at least have the first part, like the first 2 modules of the farm sorted. So there's still quite a lot of bees out here. I thought they would have flown away by now, but... So we've got the first 2 parts of the module sorted. I would like, I think today, actually, before we finish, I'm going to dig this down so that we've got another layer available, because I think when I originally dug out this hole, I only wanted 2 layers. Now I want 3, and I wanted space above there to hang things. So how tall are these things? They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks tall. So I need to go down... Wait, hold on. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need to go down 6 blocks. So that shouldn't be too difficult, to be honest. We should be able to do that fairly well. Can you add me on Minecraft, please? How do I even do that? What do you mean add you on Minecraft? Do you want to join this game? I don't quite understand what you're asking. You want to join the game? Read the title, sir. Read the title. That will give you the answer that you're so craving. There's a crucial part of the title that you haven't read. Can you at me on Fortnite? Yeah, I can at you on Fortnite. Absolutely. I don't play Fortnite. My bad. Yep. Welcome in though. There was a very crucial, important part. I don't play on servers. I only play single player. I want to send you memes on Fortnite. Yeah. Did you see fairly recently, Animal? Green played with Skiz, Impulse, and Scar. Lego Fortnite? I'm not gonna lie, I actually quite like the look of that. Why did I go back up there? I know why I went up, because I wanted to change that beacon to a haste beacon. So, yeah, you did. Yeah. It's quite fun. It looks quite fun, actually. It's like the original Fortnite gameplay rather than the Battle Royale Fortnite. Lego Fortnite, you heard, is close to Minecraft. Kind of, I guess so, yeah. I mean, Minecraft has always been associated with Lego, right? Like, that's always been the case. Whoops, I accidentally hit the pressure plate. Building-wise. I've always considered Minecraft very similar to Lego anyway. So... or at least like the building side of Minecraft has always been similar to Lego. Kind of. I may as well take all of the torches. I'm going to need them. So we'll go down another 2 blocks. We'll go down another... no, we'll go down another 2 blocks and I can always remove that bottom block if required. I'm waiting for the Hermitcraft download. There's so many cool builds. I just want to play Decked Out. I'm going to be honest. That's why I want the download. Because I didn't get... I think I downloaded the Season 7 one. I definitely downloaded the Season 6 one. But I want to play Decked Out. That's what I want to play. Like, I really enjoyed watching the Decked Out content. And the whole time I was just thinking, God, I want to play this game. And that's... yeah. So... that's kind of what I'm waiting for. I know I'm not going to stream me playing Decked Out. I don't think that's fair. Someone else's property and I don't know them. Not personal. So... not going to stream it. Hey Racing, how's it going? I just want to play it. Okay, I got to be really careful here because I don't want to break the redstone above me. We're digging to make more room for another layer of bee farm goodness because we want all of the bee juice we can get. If you're wondering what I'm doing. Do you know what? I want more cobblestone. So after this line, we're gonna get some cobble. Instead of the stone. I've only got 16 pieces of scaffolding. I don't know where all my scaffolding went. I guess it could have fallen in some of the hoppers, actually. Or maybe there was only 16 to begin with, actually. Maybe I only placed 16 down. Yeah, I feel like I only placed 16 down. Okay, that's fine. So I don't think there's anywhere that they could have got into the hoppers. Those are probably the only 2. Yeah, that's fine. We should take out the full shears there and put them in here. Should probably do that. Yeah, there are so many cool builds. I mean, it was a long season this time, wasn't it? Not like the season 8, which was a short season. This was a very long season, so there's a lot of good stuff. I want to go around Scarland as well. To be honest, I didn't really see much of the other hermits too much. So I watched the majority of Tango's videos because I've been interested in the redstone behind Decked Out for a while, like what he was doing with it, and so I've been watching a lot of the Tango stuff. I think they mentioned they want people reacting to world download, so it's okay by them, but yeah, streamers are gonna milk that for sure. Yeah, I mean, it might be like they might be okay with it, but I'm not okay with it, if that makes sense. So like, it might be okay by them, but because I don't know them personally, I wouldn't feel comfortable being on a world that they've created, right? Like, I don't, like... And I get it, like, a lot of the creation has been for the fans, the viewers of Hermitcraft, but also I'm not the sort of person that would jump on a bandwagon either, right? So... It's my own, like, it's my own little thing. I mean, yeah. Nothing against anyone who does want to restream it or whatever like that, but I personally won't. Because like I said, I really want to play Decked Out. I just want to play Decked Out. That's what I want to do. And I do feel like it's probably not going to be the same playing it on my own, you know, but I want to feel, I want to get a feeling for the game. And why am I here? I wanted to put these away. Put that away. Fucking cats, I swear to God. But like I said, yeah, I mean, like, I don't feel comfortable streaming that. It's just me, like, I know I'm a bit weird when it comes to that sort of a thing. I always have been. I've always been like, I don't really want to stream other people's content. That's not... I don't know. I would definitely be a little bit iffy with people restreaming my content, so why would I do that to others? The only person in the past that I have restreamed the content with is probably Jim. But that's because I know him a little bit better, and, you know, I've restreamed his server, you see. But that's because I've also played on the server and added to the server myself. So, it's a bit difficult. It's a bit different, maybe. I'm gonna take this one. Even though this one is the only one that doesn't have mending, and it doesn't have efficiency 4, I'm gonna use it. Because I feel like I never use this pick. Yeah. Oh, actually, no, I'm not. It's not Instamine. Screw that. Yes. Screw that one. I'll take Fortuna Major. Okay. Got some more iron, that's good. Is there any more knocking around? Nope. I'm gonna need a lot of iron, so the extra iron will be handy. Yeah, it's not that I've necessarily got anything against it, it's just it doesn't line up with my personal kind of morals, I guess. It's just an ethos that I've kind of tried to abide by the entire time that I've done any form of content creation. It's not just streaming, really. Like, it was the same with like when I was doing stuff for YouTube, or yeah. Mr. Beast has tweeted back when it was that it is perfectly fine to react to any of his content. Just because these like streamers and YouTubers and people say that they're okay with it, it doesn't mean that it necessarily sits well with me, right? Like, just because they're okay with it doesn't mean that I'm okay with doing it, if that makes sense. I think it's totally more of a me thing, like my points of view. It's like, it's weird, right? Because I wouldn't be okay, like, say one of my like videos or whatever went viral and people just re-uploaded them with them reacting to it. I wouldn't necessarily, I don't know how I'd feel about that. And it would be very hypocritical of me, although, mind you, I suppose I do that with video games, right? So I can't sit on my high horse. But like, if I'd put like time and effort into, say, the Lego animation that I did with the Saturn V, right? I put a lot of time and effort into that, and then someone just like sat down for 5 minutes, watched it, and like reacted to it, kind of thing. I don't know how I would feel about it. Yeah, and then re-uploaded it. I don't know how I'd feel about it. It'd be weird. Basically what I'm saying is that if I can't decide whether I would allow it for stuff that I've created, I can't do it to, like, for other people's content, right? Biatch! Hey, Kath, how's it going? That being said, like I said, I mean, like, streaming is literally built around doing that, right? With games. Like, I'm playing a game that is not my own intellectual property, and I'm redoing it now. But I don't know, like, something... I don't know, I'm kind of split with it. Like, I've got differing opinions. Like, I can't make my mind up. Like, there's pros and cons to it, right? So, I guess another way to look at it is to say, right, if this save ever, like, kind of blew up and loads of people wanted to play on it, I might consider doing, like, a world download for this. Would I be okay with people then restreaming this save as a world download? I don't know. I don't know. That's the answer. Merry Christmas, since I probably won't see you before. Yeah, Merry Christmas, dude. I won't be streaming tomorrow. So. Technically, streaming could be considered illegal. Oh, yeah. I think, yeah, the law is definitely grey enough to be able to do, to get, like, lawsuits and stuff. Like civil, we're talking civil law, not criminal law, right? So it's not a criminal act, it's just you're potentially breaking civil law in terms of, or corporate law, I guess, in terms of like copyright and things like that, right? So you probably wouldn't get jail time, but you'd get fines. And then if you refuse to pay the fines and like not do the cease and desist that would probably go out, then you could potentially be facing like jail time. But yes, I can definitely see, like, streaming could be considered illegal, absolutely. But what we're talking about, Kath, so basically we're talking about Hermitcraft, which is, I don't know if you really know much about Hermitcraft. They are basically, it's a server on Minecraft, so we're already into the sketchy legal side, right? They go through seasons, right? So they've just finished their latest season of Hermitcraft, and whenever they do that, they release a world download so that people can walk around and have a look and see all the like nice little Easter eggs that they've left in the world. And like these seasons are huge, right? They have like mega projects. It's all done in survival. But we were talking about the hermits, the people that have created this multiplayer save. They've said that they don't mind people, like their fans and stuff, doing react videos to the world, like. And yeah, I don't think necessarily that is necessarily a bad thing, but I said that I personally, because I'm someone who watches a lot of the Hermitcraft, I'm not going to restream it just because I'm not sure if I would be okay if it was on, like, she was on the other foot. So it's really, yeah, Nintendo has taken action against streamers. Yeah, they have. So it's not necessarily for me about legal content kind of thing, because we're talking about like people that have made a living from a video game and like building things in a video game. I mean, I guess the thing is with Minecraft, you're not just playing the game, you're creating an art out of the game. At least, you know, the hermits are. And when you like create mega projects and stuff, if you've designed it all yourself, then I don't think Minecraft would be able to have a legal... because you're kind of like reusing their tool to create an art medium, right? So it becomes something different, I guess. It's like fair use, like maybe it would come under that, but I'm not really the most legal-minded when it comes to that sort of thing. One game that the devs goes way out to not have it streamed. There's a few games like that, like small games, small indie games that the devs don't want to be restreamed. Nintendo are big. They've been known in the past to go after content creators, but they don't really do that anymore. I think they realized that with them being a bigger company kind of thing, like it makes sense for them not to get the bad press and go after the people that are trying to promote the game. It's free advertising, I guess. But the smaller independent game developers that really rely on those video game sales, and like once someone has played that game kind of thing and they're like, actually, that was supposed to be a surprise for the players and you've just told everyone. I'm not okay with this, you need to take this down. Like, the game experience is supposed to be unique to the player and you're sharing it, like, you're not allowed to do that. Like, I understand that. An active lawsuit with that, yeah. Some companies approach, not back in the day. He said he was tempted, but came to the conclusion it's not the right move. Yeah. Biggest issue with some React YouTubers, react to the whole video and not cut it. Well, this is another problem, right? Like, what is... like, this is where the law, at least American copyright law, because I think that's the most well-known, especially with a lot of like YouTube and Google and Twitch being American companies, like they are governed by American copyright law. But there is like international copyright law as well that you've got to be aware of. But for the most part, like, I think everyone recognizes the Americans' copyright law. It's weird, right? Because of course, everyone throws around, oh, fair use. But what is fair use? Not even lawyers know. It's complicated, basically. Like, the law is very complex, but it is also out of date. It's kind of built for a Victorian kind of age where big companies will, one set of lawyers for a big company will go after another company for a big lawyer and say, hey, don't do that, you're not allowed to do that, and then they'll reach an agreement outside of the courts. You can't really do that if you're a small content creator, right? To claim a portion of the income YouTubers make at the time. Yeah, I mean, again, that's a sketchy ground. That is a very sketchy ground with Minecraft, because Minecraft is in itself a sandbox game, right? It's a similar way of saying, it's a similar conversation that we're having that they're having at the moment with like these AI image generators. Who owns the copyright for these images that the AI creates? Is it the person that puts the input into the AI? Is it the owner that created the AI, or is it just what? Like, it's a difficult fine line, right? So yeah, sure. Minecraft definitely own this. They own the rights to like the blocks and the sounds and everything like that, but they don't own the rights to my like Beekeeper's Cottage, which I spent time creating. I used Minecraft as a tool to create something I'm very proud of, and that's this cottage, right? They don't own that. I own that. That's my intellectual property. I've used someone else's intellectual property to create something for me, right? If that makes sense. So it's weird and it's very complicated. It's not as simple as saying, well, this game is Minecraft and Mojang own it, and you know, you have to abide by their rules. It's not as simple as that. Even though Green is a giant YouTuber, he can't easily live off it. Oops. Probably not, no. I mean, he has to have advertising deals, right? That's probably how he lives off it, is by doing advert placements, product placement, that sort of thing. You don't own any software on your computer. That's also true. But like the artistic image that has been created, that was created by me, that's owned in my head, right? I've put it out on the internet so anyone can take that. But yeah, it's difficult. It's very complicated. You don't own the intellectual property, or you don't own any software on the computer. The save file is owned by Mojang. Yeah, the save file is owned by Mojang, but the artwork that I have put into it is owned by me. That's my intellectual property. Now, how far does that go? So if I was to... So, for instance, Kath. Still owned by them. Incorrect. I don't think you understand what I'm trying to say. So, that's like saying someone who paints like the Mona Lisa, right? It is owned by the person who created and maintained the canvas. That's not necessarily true. I mean, we can talk about this in like real art form. I'm not saying that I'm an artist. Like, that's not what I'm saying. This is very whatever, right? But you look at like Banksy, right? He's very famous for doing graffiti artwork, right? As soon as he uses, say, like sidewalks and things like this artwork technically, in the eyes of the law, becomes his, because he has transformed this piece. It's no longer owned by the council or whoever owns the brickwork underneath. This becomes his intellectual property. And then there's also the legal side of like vandalism and things as well, right? But Banksy owns this. This is his image. Like, that's his intellectual property. Now, the actual physical thing that it's on, that's debatable, but the image itself, to reproduce and replicate that image, that's his. That's his intellectual property. That's what I'm meaning. So for me with so going back to this, I've created this. Yes, I've used it. I've used Minecraft as a forum to create that. But the image of this, if we take screenshots and we take it off of my software and put it somewhere else or whatever like that, if I put it into JPEG format, which Mojang definitely don't own JPEGs, that's then becomes mine. That's my intellectual property. The image of this is my intellectual property because I've created it from my own head. So it's a lot more complicated than just saying Mojang owns the software. They own your save file. It's not quite as simple as that. He does not own the wall. No, I wasn't saying that he did own the wall, but the artwork is not just the wall itself, is it? Like, the artwork isn't just the wall. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying the artwork, as soon as you create something in Minecraft, it becomes more than just the game. Like, and that's the very nature of artwork itself. Digital art is it's very complicated. It's not as simple as just saying, well, Mojang owns this save file. Now, if we can make the exact opposite argument for, like, that screenshot there, right? Does that mean anything? Does that have anything in? Like, is there a story to tell there? Is there someone that... No, that's just a couple of textures that, in my opinion, quite clearly is owned by Mojang, right? So it's not as complicated. Intellectual property has never been easy to understand, and I don't know. I'm probably getting it wrong. Terms of use in Minecraft already say unless the terms of use in Minecraft already say they own everything created in the software. That's a good point. Well, yeah, that's a very good point. So what I would say to counter that is, let's go back to Banksy's stop sign, right? So very recently, this now flips the conversation, right? Very recently, in a place in London, Banksy did this stop sign. He's got a little bit of drones on there. There's stop, and it's I don't get it. Basically, this guy, he hammered into it and literally stole the sign within like 2 hours of them finding out that it's Banksy's artwork. The moment Banksy graffitied this and the wider world said, yeah, that's a Banksy kind of thing, and it was confirmed, that stop sign stopped being owned by the council and was the property of the intellectual artist. Now, the police cannot prosecute this man unless Banksy decides to prosecute for theft, but he's not going to do that because that's the whole point of his stick, right? Is the fact that it's street art, it's graffiti art. So it gets very complicated, and the law, at least in the UK, hasn't caught up with... It's still owned by the council. No, it's not. It's not, because the council have said, we don't own this. So they have stated, like, we don't own this. Like, the council can't press charges to this man. This guy that's kind of, like, broken off this stop sign and ran away with it, nobody can charge him. Which is why he's doing it in broad daylight. Like, with his face out. Like, he can do this. Like, absolutely he can. And it's one of the problems that you've got with at least British law, right? It might be different in the US and Canada and stuff like that. But at least British law, you can't prosecute someone for doing this. The only person that can is the owner of the artwork, because as soon as Banksy added that image over the top of the stop sign became part of the artwork for whatever reason. So that's not the way it is here. That would be considered vandalism and theft by the one guy. Theft by him, vandalism by the artist, I presume? Yeah, so it would be considered vandalism. Yeah, okay, interesting. Maybe that's why you don't have, like, street artists over there. Yeah, no, that's interesting. Yeah, there's a fine line over here, but it's a very fuzzy line between like vandalism, which is destroying public property, and taking like something out in the public and converting it into something else, right? So which is kind of what's happened here. Defacing government property, could be. Yeah, you see, I don't know if we've got a similar law. We probably do. We probably have something, but there's also like there are also other acts and laws and things that protect the artist in this situation. Now that doesn't mean that I can go out onto, like, say, this street sign here and do a little doodle of, like, a stick man. It's got to mean something. You can't just willy-nilly go and draw on it. Right, I now own this. Like, I write my name. I now own this. Like, it's got to be... It's got to be something that is considered in the eyes of the law as an art form, right? So I guess this is to say that you've got these drones here. There's probably some political statement that is being mentioned about the droning and the bombing in the Ukraine, maybe, or some. It'll be something like that. That'll be the intention, and it's open to debate about what that could mean. But that is in itself a reason why this has been done, and that is a case for a piece of artwork. Political speech, yeah, which is all part of that. So yeah. What if someone just sprayed Womble on the sign? Where's the line? Yeah, so, like, there's got to be meaning behind it. Yeah, there's got to be meaning behind it in order for you to be able to claim something as, like, artwork, that sort of thing. And there are also restrictions to it as well, so you can't just go around and do it on someone else's property. It's got to be public property to do it. There's different laws everywhere. If someone breaks into a house in the US, they are at their own risk of breaking and consequences. In the Netherlands, you can only defend with as much as being threatened. Yeah, so if you have a bat, you aren't allowed to cause permanent injury. Yeah, yeah, basically, yeah, so that's the castle law, right, in the US. Like, this is my castle and I can protect it in any way I want. Yeah, you can't do that over here. Equal force, we have the same laws here. Yes, I think that's the same in the UK as well. So yeah, that you can make arguments both ways. Like I was saying, like, so trying to take this back to Minecraft. For instance, if I re-uploaded that, like, again, like going back to this screenshot here. I'm just re-uploading the textures of the grass and the pathways, but that doesn't mean anything, right? Whereas I could definitely argue that this cottage here, if I like took several screenshots all the way around here and then re-uploaded it and said, yep, that's my intellectual property because I've helped create this and design this and it means something and it's got a story to tell, it no longer becomes Mojang's. At least not these. Or at least there's reasonable argument to say that those bytes, this screenshot here is no longer Mojang's. It's I would have a look at the terms of use. Yeah, I don't think I mean, again, like, terms of use, you can't just say everything is mine. Like, you can't just claim that. It's terms of use still have to abide by local laws. Exactly. I doubt Mojang did put that clause in their terms, but some developers have done exactly that. Yeah, and I don't know. It's very complicated. I will, full disclosure, I'm not 100% sure about everything I've said, but that's my understanding, and you know. And that's another problem with, like, law and legal things, is that there's nothing is black and white, which is really stupid. Like, I mean, sometimes you have law that is law, you know, like it's very clear, very concise, you know, like, don't murder, don't, you know, do that sort of, very clear, right? Like, it's quite a clear thing. But there are other things that are always up to debate, and that's why we have, like, trials and And civil law is definitely one that is just, it's a mess. It's a mess everywhere, right? They wanted to prevent another Dota when they remastered Warcraft 3. Over excessive force isn't tolerated, but there has been some cases that owners got sent as defending their own home. Yet. So Blizzard included in their terms that any maps and add-ons were owned by Blizzard. Yeah, you see, it's even user-created ones. I guess I understand their, like, the other argument as well, right? Like, because I guess... Let's take Lego, for instance. Let's take it out of the digital realm. So if we have, like, let's create a theory with Lego and see how we answer with this, because for me, I'm not 100% sure about this. If I created a work of art by using all of the different bricks in Lego, like just from using Lego, and it's a work of art, does that belong to Lego or does that belong to me? It was something new, and like it wasn't from a box, it wasn't anything predetermined, it was like something completely unique that only I have created. Would that be Lego's or would that be mine? How would you see that, Kath? Or would it be like a weird grey area? Physical is a different concept to software. Is it though? Because this is what I'm not... This is where I'm not sure about, is whether software and, like, physical and software are different things. I mean, I don't quite understand where, like, NFT art comes in, because I know that you can, like, pay ridiculous amounts of money for, like, a 8-bit pixel thing. Not 100% sure either. Yeah, I mean, this is why I like having these conversations, because I never know. I'm never 100% sure, but I do like having... This is why I like having conversations with Kath in general, because he always makes me think. Which is probably not a good thing. Went down the drain. NFT is worthless at the moment, went down the drain. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't followed anything. But I know you can do... Like, I know there was, like, pieces of artwork that you could purchase, right, for ridiculous money. But that was owned. NFT was always a scam. Yeah, I know. But like, there was like artists that would sell like an emote or something for like X ridiculous amount of Ethereum or something like that, right? And it was all digital money, and you could use that, and you were the intellectual owner of that like piece of artwork. Now, this gets even more complicated and sketchy when the artist decides to sell. And this is getting back to my point where we were on before, right? So let's go back to Hermitcraft, because I just realized. So if we're saying that everything in this world is technically, I'm gonna agree with the fact that this is technically Mojang's save file, right? I'm only renting the save file. This is not my save file, this is Mojang's save file, right? But I decide to take a screenshot of this house here and turn it into a piece of artwork and put it on a hoodie and then sell that hoodie. Am I selling Mojang's artwork or am I selling my artwork? where does that work? Because let's face it, I mean, a lot of Minecraft streamers, they have bobbleheads of themselves, right? And it's not them their actual selves, it's their Minecraft skins. And yeah, then where do we go with like Minecraft skins? Because I've created this Minecraft skin. I used a third-person program to create this, and I uploaded it into the game. So does that make that this is Minecraft? Then let's go on to about like all the different mods that are there. Where do they stand? If he sells his rights to an image, then the new owner has all the rights. Yeah, I agree. However, most artists don't sell the rights of their arts. They only sell the physical copy. Makes sense? Well, I don't know. I think most artists actually do sell the rights to companies because, for instance, like let's go off like physical art frame and let's go to like musics, video game soundtracks and stuff, because I would say musicians are artists, right? They sell the rights to the soundtracks and stuff, and it's the game company that owns them, right? Well, most of the time it's not always the case. Like Grand Theft Auto, they license out already owned music and put it in their game. But like, for instance, the music we're listening to now, this has been made by a bunch of different artists that Mojang own. Mods aren't really art. Well, then we go down to what is art, because I mean, really, I'm talking about intellectual property, so let's move away from like artwork, because I wouldn't consider that cottage art either. But the game company is allowed to use their song. Likely the artist owns it. It might differ per contract. Well, I'm pretty sure Mojang owns the rights to like all of the music discs, right? They own all of the rights. They don't license these. They own the rights to these music discs. C418 has said that he created another album for Mojang, and Mojang haven't implemented it into the game, and C418 cannot release it as his own because it's not his. What's it? They hired and automatically own the rights that the person creating it was employed by them or contracted it out by them, right? Yeah, that's the way I see it as well. So I suppose they didn't create the music off of their own back. They were contracted to make that. So there must have been some form of contract in place, and I guess, you know, that would have had all the small print. Software is different. They created sound engine and light engine. Lego is just physical. Yeah, but Lego, they created all the building blocks to make that work of art, right? So the building blocks there is in the software, right? So the software, the building blocks is the sound, the engine, the light engine, and everything like that to create that one MOS block. I've then taken all of those building blocks and like built this hill. I've taken all the building blocks that makes up the tree here and built this tree, which I think is quite nice. So now my next question, because we talked about light engine, if I go into the game files and change the texture of the oak wood and the fences and things to something completely different, does that then change the artwork? Or if someone else did that, would they then own this tree? Or that version of this tree? Not the original. They wouldn't own the original. Did you build it, or did the software put it together? The software put it together because I made the inputs, right? So I was the one that put the inputs. I used the tool to create something. Does that make sense? So it's like me using a a tool to create, I don't know, like, I made, like, I used the chisels and wood to create a bench, right? I sculpted it, I crafted it from those tools. I'm not sure if the digital world works the same, but really I think it should, because what is art if it isn't just an idea that someone has put into the world? It's just someone's idea, right? And it can be manifested in like a bunch of different ways, whether it is music, whether it's something visual, whether it's audio, whether it's sensory, tactile art. You can have all sorts. Like I prefer fart. Well, that's my sensory art. If you build a teddy bear at Build-A-Bear, do you own the likeness of that teddy bear? Ooh, that's a good question. Now, I think it depends on how customizable it is, and has anyone created... If it's a one-in-a-kind teddy bear, then I would say yes. But if other people have been able to build the exact same thing, the exact same bear, like thousands of times, because there's only like 4 or 5 working parts, then no. I think the answer to that is it depends. And I think the answer to all of this is it depends, which kind of proves my point that it's a complicated topic. Which is why I'm really enjoying having this conversation, because it's really making me like kind of think. I will build a bear and I will have an arm, and it will have an arm for a head. Because the way I remember Build-A-Bear from when I was a kid, you had like a choice of like 10 different base furs or something. You could have like 10 different variations of what the stuffing was. You could have like audio things. It has limited choices, as does Minecraft. I would say Minecraft has a lot more variation. There's a lot more permutations than Build-A-Bear, right? There's a lot more permutations. There really isn't a limit with Minecraft. So what is that limit? Well, I mean, there's not a human limit, right? So yeah, so I get what you're asking. I get what you're asking. So where is that limit? So I would say, like, using Lego, for instance, I think the Lego and Minecraft analogy is pretty good, because there's a wide variety of Lego bricks, all in various different colors, and in fact, there's probably more Lego bricks and more variety of Lego than there is variety of different blocks and stuff in Minecraft, and there's like 600, 700 different blocks. But yeah, I don't know. I'm losing the train of thought for this. I'm losing my train of thought, but yeah. Now, what I will say, though, is Minecraft definitely has a distinct look to it. So something to argue against my argument. So I like to play devil's advocate, and I like to think that everyone else is playing devil's advocate as well. They like to argue both sides. That's the point in the discussion, right? So that we can constantly see what's going on. Now, let's go back to my original scenario of uploading a screenshot of this cottage. So if I uploaded a screenshot of this cottage, right, and said, this is my artwork, someone that didn't know the story behind the screenshot of the cottage, or like what it's doing, or why it's doing it, or anything like that, would just say, no, that's Minecraft. That's not you, that's Minecraft, right? Because Minecraft is much bigger than me. So how does that work? All of this is hypothetical until someone actually takes it to court to see how a court would respond. Yeah, I agree. And I'm kind of hoping that that will never happen. And I feel like if it did, I don't know. Like, I feel like different courts would have different outcomes as well. Yeah. Yeah, all of this, of course, this is all hypothetical. Although I still do think I stand by my original statement of world download. If I was to upload this world download of this exact specific world to someone else, and then someone else was making money off of that, I'd be a bit pissed off because I put a lot of work into this. It wasn't Mojang that put work into this world. It was me, right? So when Tango, for instance, he made the mini game, the game within a game, decked out, right? So he made a game within a game. I would say that he has the intellectual rights of the game within the game. He doesn't have the intellectual rights of the first game. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it works. I think it would hurt Microsoft, and Mojang would end up being the loser even if they win the case. Again, depends on the terms. Yeah, it does. Yeah. So you think it would hurt Microsoft if they tried to own all? I think it would hurt Microsoft as well, because I think people would stop using that, and they would stop using Minecraft, and they would go elsewhere. And I think Microsoft and Mojang probably understand that, yeah, we don't own, well, we do own it, but we can't prosecute it, right? Yeah, if they chose to prosecute, yeah. I think they understand that, so hopefully we won't end up in a situation like that, but you never know, it might happen. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting, because I generally, I don't know. They see it as free advertising. Well, yeah, I think, like, with this, just this world, the whole point, their whole ethos of this is, you can do whatever you want. This is a sandbox game, and I'm now showing what you can do with the game, so go and buy the game. You can build a nice little cherry tree in a cottage house with all the bees and, you know, little paths, and you can create stories, and you can do that. Or you can go and create redstone technical contraptions, and you can have fun and see adventure. Yeah, so it is free advertising. I think they do see it like that, which is good. I'm glad that they do, but not as we've previously stated, or at least not everyone, not all game developers do see that. And again, I think it all depends on the scale of the game as well. Or go and live in a cave and build big block buildings. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I'm now at a place where I really like the overworld, but this area in here, I'm really not happy with this. Doesn't look good. You're a cave dweller. I like living in caves, but I also like building things on the above world, right? Like I like to be. So for me, Minecraft is something where I can tell a story. I can tell a story, right? I think humans should underground and let Mother Earth take over the topside again. Might not be a bad idea. Yes. Move underground. Yeah, I got you. I don't know. I do like the outdoors. I'm not gonna lie. Although that being said, I don't really get to spend much time outdoors these days. I am just indoors a lot now. Which could be why I'm not necessarily as well as what I used to be, but it is what it is. We can't enjoy the overworld, but leave it to Mother Nature to maintain. Yeah, I agree, to be honest, Kath. I think, especially living in a country that doesn't really have much Mother Nature, we as human beings have been very destructive. It's a little bit depressing, but... Do you know what? I'm thinking there's probably room for a tree here once we've got Plum's shrine set up. Does this, by the way, Kath, an animal, remind you of anyone? Rip Plum. Yeah, I think I've ruined it. Hey cutie, how's it going? Barney. It's meant to be Plum. I tried to do, to the best of my abilities, a statue. Is that a Yeti? I tried to do a statue with like the purple buns that she has. What's going on? What am I doing? What am I doing? We're discussing legal things. We're being a bit boring. No, I'm just kind of flying around now. Not really doing too much. Just messing around with my world. We were doing work on my bee farm, but we kind of went down a rabbit hole of chatting. What kind of legal things? We were talking about intellectual property and who would own the rights of like artworks and things like that. And we're having a very civilized and good, intelligent debate, which is quite nice. I love it when we do that. But yeah, this is what we were working on. We were working on the bee farm here. It's a honey farm that has bees with redstone contraptions and stuff. It's pretty fun. It's already producing honey. I'm getting all sorts of sticky. It's the most... I didn't think... Shut up, chat. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm getting quite a few bottles of honey though. I'm pretty pleased. Breed the bees, breed the bees. Yeah, I mean that's kind of what we've got going on in here. So in here we've got some beehives that we've got 2 bees that don't have a home, interestingly. So we've got some beehives in there and we breed them every so often, but at the moment I stopped doing that because it's a bit of a faff. All of the bees. Yeah. So doing this. Oh, that's what I was doing. I was finishing this off. So this underneath here is just like gonna be a super mega bee honey farm. I'm gonna take all of this gravel actually, because gravel is useful for concrete. Great day saving the bees. Well, not necessarily saving the bees, more like imprisoning the bees and making them do my bidding. I mean, let's be honest, I'm not exactly being kind to the bees. I'm giving them a 1 block wide area where 3 of them have to struggle to get the flowers from underneath. I'm not exactly being kind to the bees, am I? Shoving them in a hole and making them give me their bee juice. But it's all automatic. So no D&D tonight, right? Shut up, no D&D tonight. That's another good scenario, actually. So personally, I like to think that the world of Mercia and everything that I've wrote down about Mercia, or anything that I've stated, is mine, right? Like, I've created that world and I've imagined it in my head, however bad it might be, when we play D&D, right? Like, that's my world and I'm sharing it with others. But weirdly, I wouldn't say that I'm the intellectual owner of the idea of Mercia is yours and the story behind it, yeah. But the current story as it's going now, I wouldn't say is solely my story, because I would say it's part owned by you, Jen, Animal, and Discount, right? Because you guys have added to that story. You've came up with ideas in that story that I wouldn't have been able to do on my own. So we all share in current story. Yeah, absolutely. However, the streams were streamed on Twitch. The world is played through Roll20. Does that mean that, and also we're playing a game that is owned by someone else, right? Stating it for legal reasons, I'm joking. Hey man, if it made any money, dude, I would absolutely share it, but it never has, so it's a very difficult metric to understand. But yeah, absolutely. If I could pay you guys to do that, absolutely 100% I would. You put in just as much effort as I do, I think. So yeah, like, where's the, wait, what? Wait, what? For a second I was like, isn't that just beekeepers before you said by one block? Oh, well, yeah, I guess that is just beekeepers, you're right. Twitch has streaming rights. Yep, I agree with that. They own the system that we've been utilizing, rights of some of the creatures being used, which we have also paid royalties to utilize by purchasing the books. Yep. I also pay Roll20, which is hosting the platform, and I've paid Roll20 for the subscription for that, so that helps. But I don't know what the licensing laws is with Roll20. I probably should look into it. I think the intellectual property of Mercia and the region and the stories of that is technically ours. So if we decided to, like, for instance, the streams are also on YouTube, right? Like, I've restreamed them onto YouTube. I think I own those, because I'm the one that captured them with, like, OBS. So I think I own those. They're just being hosted by YouTube and Twitch. But I don't know how that works. What's Roll20? Roll20 is, whoops-a-daisy, opened all of my tabs. Roll20 is a platform we use to play Dungeons and Dragons every other Saturday. We're currently on a hiatus at the moment, but it looks like this. It's loading. It's loading. Fine. Actually, I should not show you this until I know that there's no spoilers, because I've put things in. But it's basically a platform where we can move characters and things around. Roll20's not loading up. That's annoying. Let's jump into Tales of Mercia. There we go, it's actually loading now. Roll20.net, yeah. So, Roll20. So in Roll20, we have basically the ability to create maps where we can move characters around. So for instance, we've got basically I've hand-drawn all of these images and stuff here. And it is a world that was created by me about a year ago, I think. I can't show you that one. I can't show you that one. That's a spoiler, but I can show you this one. So that one is the drawing that you're looking at on stream, right? So I've hand drawn this and I've uploaded it to Roll20. But I think the moment I do that this image does actually belong to Roll20, or at least like there's a that. They can't use it for anything for them, but this actual image that is on Roll20 is like, I don't know, joint property, I don't know. So, that looks nice. More than a year, yeah, it is more than a year. So yeah, we've got all different areas like this. So this is Shabby. Again, another place that I've done myself. Is there anything on here that is spoiler? No, actually, no, there isn't. Actually, this is spoiler. I guess this is not really spoiler anymore because this is where they were last time, but you can see all of my annotations that I have. So I have like little, like all these numbers and stuff. Basically, this was the most recent campaign where the players, so these are the 4 different players here. They go through and kind of do different dungeon things, and all the different numbers correlate to like different challenges and stuff. These are my books that I use. So Kath was on about Wizard and Coast books and stuff. So I get a lot of the materials from these. These are my D&D books, other way around. They have reproduction rights for advertising, but not selling. Yeah, they can't sell the... Yeah, they have reproduction rights for advertising. That's it. That's what they've got. So yeah, it's Dungeons and Dragons, but we use Roll20 to like go around the maps and stuff. So for instance, like point 6. If I looked up number 6 in my notebook for this, so I've got a notebook, right? There's my... Whoops, something disconnected. That's my D&D notebook, so that's got all of my notes for the campaign and things like that. If I found this map in here, I would know what those numbers mean. But basically, in point 6, there was a bunch of Yetis. and a little bit of a spoiler, but one of the characters died last session. So yeah. There you go. We can very well get to play the physical table. Yeah, on a physical table, absolutely. Yeah, we can't do that. Can't. Since we're from the UK, Europe, and Canada, yeah, we have to use the internet to play D&D. So, yeah, it's a big kind of... Am I on my desktop scene? No, I'm not. There we go. No, like me and Animal, like we've only ever met once. Discount lives in the same country as me, and I've never met him. Just do it like chess, plum to e5. Actually, yeah, we could do it as like a table, right? We could do it in table form. There are other systems that you can use. So there's Tabletop Sim that we could use. I don't think it's quite as good as Roll20, but we could do like a 3D version of the game like that. We could just have like 5 different tables set up, and we could have webcams pointing at the tables, right? Or I could do like a master table and design and create all the figurines and move them around as you guys wish, and you could just watch it, I guess. You say that like everyone in the same country can just walk down the street and say hi to each other. Well, me and Discount live quite close to each other, right? Like, we're within an hour's drive of each other. Jen and I are in the same province. Yeah, you're still 7 hours apart. Yeah, I would say that me, Animal, and Discount are closer than you and Janice. It took me 45 minutes to fly to Amsterdam when I went. It was a 45-minute flight. It took me like maybe an hour to drive to the airport. So travel time was like an hour and 45 minutes. So yeah, like Canada's fucking huge. That's what I'm saying there. England is a lot smaller than Canada. I would say England and the Netherlands. Flying, you could probably be there in 45 minutes as well. I'd be interested to know how long it would take to drive to the Netherlands. It'd be a little bit more tricky, because obviously ferries would be involved. There's no direct road, right? But I could definitely drive to Rotterdam from Hull. And then, like, Netherlands is pretty small. Yeah, England fits in your province. I would imagine that England and the Netherlands fit in your province. The Netherlands isn't that big. Okay, mister, I own a SR-71 Blackbird. Well, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, Kath and Jen are not that far away from each other. In the grand scheme of, like, how big Canada is, right? They're not that far away from each other. But in the grand scheme of the UK, they are. That's like driving from one part of the UK to the other. Actually, no, it's probably like me driving to like the southern coast or something like that. It takes a little bit longer. But yeah, me and Discount are relatively close. It would take me probably like an hour to drive to where Discount lives. Maybe 45 minutes. Depends on traffic. Traffic obviously changes everything. Because living in a small country and having it massively overpopulated means that everyone's trafficy on the roads. 45 minutes to get across your city. Yeah. It also takes me about 45 minutes to get across the city, but I'm talking about motorway driving. It's very different to city driving, right? Like, average speed is 70 miles an hour as opposed to 20 miles an hour because you're getting stuck in traffic lights and roundabouts and congestion and things. If I was to drive across London, it would probably take like an hour and a half. Probably more. Probably a lot more. It's not a nice place to drive. But like Nottingham, which is my closer one, probably takes like half an hour maybe to get from one side of Nottingham to the other. Or even like the Nottinghamshire, it's probably 45 minutes to get from one part of Nottinghamshire to the other. So yeah, and I'm northern part of Notts. Oh yeah. Right, chat, I think it is time for me to go and get my real dinner. It's already late. We've been chatting a lot. I'm interested. Like we've discussed a lot of stuff. 100 kilometers an hour, which so that's about 77 miles an hour, is that right? $62. No, yeah, 120 kilometers an hour is 70 or 80 thereabouts. I don't know. Yeah, it's about 60 miles an hour. So on motorways, we can go faster than 100 kilometers an hour. Kath and Womble should check out this. What? Weird but cool channel. Why? Some random nude dude. Why? First rule of acquisition. What? He's got, he's talking about Star Trek by the looks of it. Why would I want to watch that? He's got flags of the Federation behind him as well. Okay, I'll just leave you with that. He talks about cool stuff. Oh, yeah, you can go as 110 kph. Yeah, same as us then. Okay. Talks about things like you just did with Kath for the last hour. Yeah, me and Kath do that a lot though. And I like it because I think we both, like, start on opposite sides of the conversation and then both end up on the fence. It's like, okay, no, like, I have no idea. I have no idea now. We both play devil's advocate. Yeah, and we both play it well, I think. We have a good conversation. We're able to articulate our points well. And we are able to respect each other and not argue or fall out or bicker. We have mutual respect for our own opinions, and really, we generally agree, but argue both points. Yeah, exactly. You just said that! Yeah, we argue both points, but we do generally agree. I think that's a big part of conversation, right? Is being able to do that. And even if we don't, like, because sometimes we don't agree on things, but we're able to argue both sides, and we can see both sides of a conversation. It's very healthy for that. It's good. It's good. It's healthy. Right, chat, I'm gonna go. I've been around for far too long. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good night, evening, noon, insert time zone here. Goodbye!